Hey guys, welcome back. It's Miss Walker. We are going to do the second part of our Dr. Seuss landscape sculptures. So first let's gather what we need before you start. So you are going to need your landscape background that you did last time. Remember I asked you to fill in the page, hopefully add some color to it. Hopefully it looks similar to a style of Dr. Seuss's somehow. I tried to make mine very similar with the different types of trees and everything. I also want to show you that I glued, remember I said to make it a little bit thicker, because when you start gluing these strips down, it can get kind of flimsy because the glue gets kind of heavy. So I glued just part of my cereal box actually to the back, and it just makes it a lot stronger so it doesn't get so flimsy when you start gluing your strips down. So if you can just take something like that, that would be great, so that it'll just be a lot more sturdy for you. So just put that off to the side. You're also going to need, remember I said you need some either construction paper or paper, like if you want to use copy paper and just color it, you can do that as well. You're going to need several sheets. Try to make them different colors. It adds to the interest. You're going to need a ruler, because remember the strips are going to be the width of the ruler. You're going to need some kind of writing utensil, so either a pencil or a pen or a marker, whatever you have in your house, and then some kind of glue, so either a glue stick or regular glue, and then obviously scissors. You will eventually need some characters, some Dr. Seuss characters. So you can either, if you have a printer that works, you could see if your parents could print out like some clip art for Dr. Seuss characters and just color them in. So I have several of those that I did, and it's just, if you just look up Dr. Seuss clip art, there's plenty of different kinds of characters that you could print out and color in. Or if you don't have a printer or you don't want to do that, you can also draw your own Dr. Seuss characters. If you want to look something up on your computer or your phone or something and just see what some of the characters are, you could draw them yourself and color them and cut them out. So either way, you are going to need some Dr. Seuss characters at the end to just add some interest to your sculptures. So what we'll do first is we're going to take our ruler and our paper, and like I said, get several sheets at one time. I think it just makes it go a little faster. Line up the ruler like we did last time with the edge of your papers. Take your pen or pencil or whatever you have and make your mark, and then you're just going to cut it at one time. I'm going to do 2 of these so that I have plenty of strips. You can put down as many strips as you can on your sculpture. It's up to you what kind of design you want to make. So I'm going to do 2 of these strips. And remember we did 5 different kinds of folds with our strips. So I'll go over those in just a minute. Remember we practiced that last time. So we're going to actually do the same types of folds today so that we can actually glue the strips on our sculpture. Okay, so we've got our strips now. Put some of this off to the side. And so one of our folds, remember, was curl. So that was just where you take a pencil or a pen or whatever you have and you curl the paper around it, and it will make the paper very curly. That's why it's called that. So something like this. And so what you're going to want to do with this, in order to glue it down, you can either glue it like that, but it's easier sometimes if you want it to stand up a little more to add what I call feet. Okay, that makes it helps it to walk a little more. So, and then that's where you're going to put the glue. So I'm just going to use a glue stick and put some glue on my foot right here, and you can glue it. It will go on top of your landscape, so it might cover up a little bit of your landscape, and that's okay. People will still be able to see your landscape underneath. So just try to find a spot. So I will start it right there. So there's my first one. So then I might want my next one to be my pleat. So remember, that's the one where it's like making a fan. So you go back and forth. Okay, so just go back and forth with your fold. Okay. And you can do just a little bit of this. You can do the whole thing. Depends on what you want what you want your sculpture to look like. Okay, I'm gonna do the whole thing on here. And remember I said it looks almost like an accordion when you get done. So just fold it back and forth. And then when you fold it, one of them will actually end up being like a foot, like I talked about, because you have that little thing right there. So you can like put your glue there. So put it on the end there, and you can find a spot for that. Okay, and you can glue these together. So like, let's say I wanted to glue one to attach to the other one. I could do that, you know. So on this end, I might put some more glue, and I might attach it to my curled one right here. So you can get as crazy as you want with these. Okay, remember another one are the tabs, and so remember that's the one where you do the fringe, but you do it kind of far apart. Don't do it real close together. Okay, and you fold every other one the opposite way. So let me go over it just to recap. So you fold one this way, one this way. So just keep folding it the opposite of what you just did. Okay. These look better, I think, if you do the whole strip. Okay. They look kind of weird if you don't. Some of the other ones, you don't have to do the whole strip. You can just do part of it if you want. But I think this one looks better if you do the whole strip. So this one's kind of cool if you kind of like, you can snake it or curl it. And these create the feet anyway. So like, I'll just glue down a couple of these, right, on one end. So maybe I'll glue it right here by my bird. And then maybe snake it around down by my horse. Okay. So, and you can, again, you can make it look however you want, okay? But you're starting to make this sculpture, so I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to have you do, okay? Another one is the roll. So that one is just, remember where you take it and you just make a big roll. So you glue one end to the other, okay? And you can, if you want it big, you can leave it like that. If you want it smaller, just cut your strip. So maybe you want a smaller roll. So maybe I just want to cut it in half and glue, you know, this down and make a smaller roll. So you don't have to stick with the, you know, the long size strip if you don't want to. Okay, so like, let's say I had this, and then maybe I want to glue that on top of one of the things over here. Maybe this one I want to glue over here in the corner. Okay, so you can start making this. Okay, remember the last one we talked about was the pleat, not the pleat, I'm sorry, the fringe. So that's the one that was similar to the tabs that we just did, except that you do these very close together. And remember, this was like the rug that we made, the Dury rugs this year, and the ends of the rugs where we did the fringe. Okay, so you just do them real close together. And again, you don't have to make the whole thing. So let's say I want a smaller one. I'm just going to cut it, okay? And I might, you can kind of, you know, fan them out so you can see more of the fringe. And you might, you know, kind of glue them down. So create your little feet like I talked about. So make your little folds on the ends and then put some glue on those, okay? And then you can have that, you know, go over another one. Okay, so you can get as crazy as you want with these sculptures. I would add more, but I want you guys to start working on it yourselves. So that's just a good sample. And then once you've made your characters, you don't want to make them too big. You don't really want to make them bigger than like maybe like 2 inches, okay? Because otherwise they're going to be like way too big for your sculpture. Okay, and you can either glue them right on your landscape. So like, again, you could, like for this, I might bend his feet and glue him straight down onto the sculpture. So I might just add him here. Or you can glue them on top of your, the strips that you're making, okay? Or glue them to your strips somehow. So it's up to you. So like I might glue this little girl here, okay? And then this little guy here, I might have him, you know, glued on top of here. So you can glue your little characters anywhere you want on your sculpture, okay? And when you're done, you will have your Dr. Seuss landscape sculptures, okay? So remember, when you make these, please take pictures of them and either put them in your Seesaw account or send them to me with my email, and that's all in the lesson plan that you guys are going to get online. So I hope you guys, I miss you guys, and I hope you guys have a really fun time doing this, and I can't wait to see your pictures. Bye.